Repair. Alright, go to my stash and see what I have that I can put into my... I can sock it in my helm.
Suck it to me.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was waiting for it. Like I didn't say anything that whole time because I was just waiting for you to say it.
What you want?
Expect combat.
Okay.
You won't survive that!
She died. Or was dying.
That thing must die.
Oops. Just drank that well, did not mean to.
Yep, sorry.
No, I thought it was me.
I think it's me.
My wrath.
Okay, then it's your fault.
It looks yummy.
Well, monkey's here. They're exploding.
Holy shit, look at all this freaking explosion.
Found the guy we're supposed to kill. I'm killing him! Ah, monkey killed him. Damn it!
Holy shit. No! Thank you. Maybe I shouldn't go first.
Jump to
We're
level
done.
3.
We're done here.
Okay. Keep depths level 3.
Yep.
So Mog was on last night, and he was ranting to Monkey about how awful The Witcher is.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything because I freaking loved it.
Did you?
I thought I did pretty good. I thought I respected the lore pretty well. And the action scenes, well, the fight scenes, I should say, were good. Like, the battle scenes weren't all that good. But, like, the fight scenes with Henry Cavill were really good. Like, he definitely put his time in at the choreo. What was his complaints for it?
Not enough monster.
Yeah, not enough monsters. He didn't like his hair.
Well, yeah, the hair I could see. Like, a lot of people have a problem with the hair, just especially the water scenes. Mostly the water scene. It's like, so you could see the wig really bad on that one, but that was all it was. But monsters, I mean, what does he want, man? It's like, because there's a lot of political stuff that goes on, too. It's not all just monster hunting. Otherwise, it would just be a bunch of side quests, like, supernatural and boring.
Their ideals of strength, bravery, and courage.
I can't remember everything. Monkey, do you remember everything he was saying?
Well, the biggest thing was that he's supposed to be a monster hunter, and in
And
the
he
whole
does.
movie he only killed like one monster, and that's about it.
You got the Circa at the very beginning.
Yeah.
You got the Striga.
But there was a lot of side characters,
They focus too much
and there was a
Jennifer?
lot of talking. Yeah, a lot
Jennifer's
of
an
Jennifer.
important
Yeah, but he wasn't. Yeah, she seemed to be like one of the main things, and it was a lot of talk.
Has he played the games?
He said he's read the books and played the games.
Yeah.
Well, Yennefer's a big portion of both the games and the books. It's like, so I don't understand like how he could.
Well, yeah, but she's not the main character, and in the story there, she pretty much was like
Yeah,
like
she was definitely a main character. That's true.
Or if not like the main character, because it was mostly. But yeah, all I'm saying is what he said, you know. So, but yeah, he did say a lot that there was a lot of, basically just a lot of talking, and not enough like monster hunting kind of stuff.
I feel like they cut out a lot. Okay, so I'm not like, I've read one book, so I'm not an expert on this. But I know that there were things that they had changed that were not the same from the books to the show, and I felt like they cut out a lot of scenes to make it like manageable in an 8-episode season. So I could see objecting over that. I'm not sure about the monster thing, because I felt like 8 episodes and he killed 2 big monsters. I feel like that's enough.
I can give him on the talking portion, but the problem is they were getting everyone to the point where we are in Witcher 3. It's like, and there's a lot of political stuff that happens between, like, from Witcher 1 to Witcher 3. Like, a lot of political stuff with the nations that goes on, Niflheim and all that kind of invasion. I mean, basically by the time we get to 3, they've overrun everyone except for, Rabadaz guys or whatever. Like, that's about it. It's like, so there's a lot of political stuff. And the thing is that Yennefer's in like a lot of that stuff. She quickly switches alliances in between the kingdoms and crap like that. So she is kind of like integral for that. It's like 'cause she's also part of what brings Ciri. I don't know if I should spoil that for people, but she's also partly what happens with Ciri and Geralt as well. It's like I don't know if we're gonna go deep into 2 where Geralt loses his memory. It's like I don't know if they're gonna go that deep into it. It's like if we have enough time for that kind of stuff like that. But she's like she pushes the political things, so I think it was important to know her backstory. I would see the mage fight. You know, you could probably say like, oh, well, she was a little bit too focused on during that. You know, instead of Geralt getting there, because he did just kind of show up and like run to Ciri in the woods, and that was like it. I expected something a little bit more.
I
from
thought so
during
too.
the
I
main
thought there was
battle.
another episode. I was like, that's the end of the season.
So I could see that combined being plain, but I think it was important. I think it was important to like set up the tone of like how she's also an important portion of or going to be an important portion of Ciri's life, because basically Geralt and Yennefer become her adopted parents, kind of thing. From this lasers.
I felt like Triss was. I know. There wasn't as much with Triss as there was in the one book that I read.
Well, Triss is a pretty big portion too. Oh, crap! I died.
I mean,
lasers.
Oh, whoops. Well, anyway, so yeah, they didn't have Triss in a lot of her stuff in the show. I mean, there was a thing with Estriga.
Yeah, well, she's pretty prominent in 2. When he, well, at least the game. I don't know about book-wise. I haven't read the book.
In the one book that I read, and I only vaguely remember some things. I remember the wedding thing with the hedgehog guy, and then I remember Triss traveling with Ciri and Geralt before Geralt and Ciri met in that forest. At some point, the 3 of them were traveling together, and they cut that entire part out.
I just know she was kind of a. I'm kind of like not sold on her character. I like the character design, but her motivations have always kind of weirded me out. Mainly because she, because when Geralt like loses his memory and stuff like that, she doesn't tell him that he loves Yennefer. So she basically has this whole like rapey kind of like relationship with him for like a year or 2. It's like where he doesn't remember that. Yeah, and I was like, that's kind of dicked up, dude. It's like, because she knows Yennefer and she knows him and she knows that he had feelings for her, but she just kind of like keeps that to herself so she can have a relationship with him. I was like, that's kind of dicked up.
Yeah, that is a little messed up.
So that's why it's like she's always kind of weirded me out a little bit, but I think she's a strong character. But no, I like the Yennefer in the games like a lot better than I do.
I liked her better when she was a hunchback in the show. When she became like a beautiful woman and everything, she just got kind of boring.
Well, they really pushed the whole like she wants like power kind of stuff thing too, and I was like, yeah, she was always kind of big on that, but she wasn't like that. I know, she just seemed like more like dictatorish, I guess would be the thing to say in the series, where she just didn't want to get screwed over and treated like crap. And from what I got from like the game, it's like in this one she was like, no, I have to have power just to have power, you know. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's like a little bit weird.
Alright, I got food in my tummy. Had an apple pie. Delicious.
He just ate an apple pie.
The whole pie.
None believed that they would be the one to end the crusade by finding and cleansing the corruption. They believed the search in
I don't know if monster hunting. I'm like, I don't know what you want, dude. That's literally it just brings to mind.
The biggest complaint was he said it was like Game of Thrones. You'll like Witcher.
You're cutting out.
Oh.
You're saying if you like Game of Thrones, you like Witcher.
Yep, exactly. So and he doesn't like he didn't like Game of Thrones, so he didn't like The Witcher.
Oh, okay. I understand like being mad at some of the stuff in Game of Thrones. It's like, but if you can't follow political stuff, you're leaving yourself like out of like a lot of entertainment.
True.
It's like because that's partially like what changes the world. I hate to say, it's like even in like fantasy worlds, that's kind of what changes the world. It's like, so I mean, I can understand like being like, oh, I just don't like the dragon stuff. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I know. We got 6 more dudes in here.
Remaining. Okay. Their chest.
But because if you're saying, "Oh, I just don't like the political stuff," well then, dude, well then you just ruled out basically like all of Star Trek. It's like and all this other stuff too because it's just, I'm just like, wow, you know.
Okay, we found
He
him.
was like he was the guy who ran around, played Witcher, and just like ran around and killed things left and right. It's like
Oh
an
no,
advantage
I'm
to the
sure
story.
he wasn't. Well, maybe I don't know.
Because you can do that, you can just run around and like clear the map.
Yeah, and do all the side
Like,
quests
and
with
just totally
on
forget
the
like
contracts and stuff.
the story.
I've been seeing a lot of memes about that actually.
Because you
Which,
get
to
in
be
there.
honest, when I played The Witcher, that's essentially what I want to kind of want to do too. I just kind of go around, do the side quests, and kill the monsters.
So you're telling me you're the dude who didn't sit there and talk to the ambassador when they gave you the sort of, hey, you have to go to this area and find out what the heck was going on in that area before you ran in?
No, I just go in there and kill stuff.
Yeah, I sat there and I talked to him for like every single nation to find out what the heck was going on.
Oh,
Because
good
Jennifer
grief.
said, like, oh, well, this is where she was, you know, we got to find out what's going on there. I was like, okay, well, I don't want to get hit by something.
It's just like, okay, all right, whatever. I was gonna... and then I went to the swamp and killed some drowners because I wanted to make them swallow.
Anytime you guys would like to jump over here and give me a hand.
I'm selling. My inventory was full.
And my inventory is full too.
You could, you know, wait for us.
Or we could keep
That's a
going.
novel
I'm not up all
idea.
night playing a game I don't enjoy playing.
You don't like this game?
I don't like Diablo.
What? This is, we used to
Don't
play
like
this game
Diablo
all the time
anymore?
when we were kids.
That's the thing. It's also like almost like however long old. I was a recruiter when this came out, which means it's like 11 or like 7 years. And I'm kind of over the whole like action RPG kind of thing, like this style of top down.
For this week,
Nah, it's like this. It's just this. It feels like I don't know. It feels kind of like more like button mashy kind of thing.
I like, yeah, I know, but I like button mashers.
yeah, it's classic
For
Diablo.
what they
I
are.
mean, what do you expect?
Well, that's why I don't usually play it anymore. That's why I didn't get into like Path of Exile or what was the one that
What?
came out?
But you were really big into that like last year or a couple
No,
years ago.
no, we tried it for like one. I tried it for like 1 second, and I turned it out. I uninstalled it. I was like, no, I didn't even get to like level like 30. I was like, oh, I'll give it a try.
Well, you know what? I agree. Well, I did try it for 1 second. I got to level 10 and I stopped playing it. It was too confusing with the skills, and
Well,
I
it's just-
didn't want to spend the time to figure that out.
Well, yeah, it is. It's kind of like if you mix like a true like RPG kind of
Yeah.
almost like an MMO kind of RPG. It's like, and I don't want to give that much effort to something that I don't find like, because I don't find this combat style like engaging. It's like it's kind of sad because like things like Division stuff like that, it's kind of like spoiled me where it's more active kind of combat. It's like where tactically you can move around or you can do stuff like that. That's kind of like what's like even MMOs. It's probably one of the reasons why I don't play MMOs like incredibly like a lot WoW, and MMOs being like the normal WoW kind of. You know, it's like I'll play them for like a month and I'll swap over to something else. It's like, and you know, that's probably why I can't get invested in them. It's because that combat style just doesn't like appeal to me anymore. Like honestly, I keep telling people I was like, I would love to get like a Star Wars, like kind of open world game, not playing as like a Jedi, but like with the Division combat system. Like that'd be so cool.
I think what I like about Diablo is that we can chat while we're playing.
Oh, it's
That's
simple.
why I
It's one
wanted
that
to
you
play
don't
it
really have to
today,
think
yeah.
about. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's very, very good for like just kind of like talking.
Can I
Chest
open
here.
this curse? Oh, never mind. Raynn, just open it.
Now, it's something you don't have to like give a lot of your time to because it plays basically the same no matter.
Yeah.
And I'll play through it 4 when it comes out. It's not like I'm gonna stop playing it just because it's a series that's been part of my life for so long.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's just basically like the story to see the new classes, see what they've done. It's like not like replayability. I've never been really big on replayability.
Sweet revenge.
I don't know. I kind of disagree on. I think Diablo is very replayable because I always come back to it and play it and still have fun with it.
Oh well, no, that's what I said. It's like this stop is saying more just for me, not like it's not replayable because you can. I mean, it's a consistently procedural generated. It's like because Division has had something similar in the first one. You know, the Underground.
Right.
I used to play the crap. So no, it's there. It's just it's like I said, the style of game. I kind of grew out of it. I guess would be the best thing to say. Same thing with the games like Baldur's Gate and stuff like that. You know that party kind of based thing.
Yeah.
I used to love those growing up. It's like, but now I struggle to like even play them. It's one of the reasons why I haven't gotten through. What's the new ones that just came out? Pillars of Eternity.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, which is really good, but I can't.
I
can't
couldn't
fight.
do it either. I bought it. I was like, oh man, I'm sure I love this kind of game. This kind of games a long time ago, and I played it for a little bit. I was like, nope, can't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
it's like my tastes have kind of changed as a gamer as I've gotten older.
Yeah, well, I go back and forth a lot between like MMOs and FPS games. Like once in a while, I feel like playing like a Battlefield or Call of Duty type of game.
That's another thing I kind of give up was FPSs. It's like outside of the Borderlands, I haven't like really touched any of the new like military themed ones or anything like. I just kind of like got away from that, mostly because of the community, and they started to focus more on multiplayer.
Oh yes. So,
It's like just because I don't know, kind of want to listen to foul mouthed little 12-year-olds on Xbox for so long.
Yay, my.
Yay!
so you don't play Ark anymore. You don't play FPS. You don't play Diablo. What else does Raynn not play? What? Okay, I guess better question. What does Raynn play?
Actually, like Division's a big one. It's like, and I kind of like cycle through MMOs on occasion. So I play ESO. Like I'll get into like an ESO vibe, and I'll play that hard for like 3 months. It's like, and then I'll swap over to something else.
Yeah, I don't know why you like that game that much. I've tried it and I think
Yeah.
it's okay. I wasn't a big fan of it. You're not the only one. I have a cousin of mine that loves it too, but I just couldn't do it.
I played in spurts. It's like, so like I said, a couple months. It's like it'll keep me in pain. I'll be like, wow, I'm having a great time with this. So mostly for the story stuff. Like the combat is the most atrocious thing I've ever. Like it's on hands down. I'm just like, wow, this is like it's like really slow. Because when the minute you play something else, you kind of realize like how slow and weird it is.
That was quick.
It's like, but I like the world. It's like I really like the ESO world. It's like they're just like Elder Scrolls.
Right, yeah, I do like the Elder Scrolls world. Oh, look what I got, a crown. Yep, Lord's crown.
Okay, I'm headed to the ruins of Sescheron.
I guess just to gym some stuff up, huh? Probably a good.
I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna go through my stuff, see. Ooh, look! Anything in front of pants is funny. Like, when I get rare pants, I'm like, hee 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 hee. And then I get magic pants, and I'm like, hee 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 hee. I don't know. It's all
Weird.
just hilarious.
Vendar.
Okay, so I have a socket in my rare pants. I love it. Okay. I also have a socket somewhere else. Where is it? In my bow. Alright. Then...
Nah, and Ark was a good game. It's like, it's just that you guys, even after I bought the game for you, waited forever to get into it. It's like, so while you guys were doing that stuff, I was playing the hell out of it. It's
Just
like,
1
and I
year.
It's like, yeah, but
here.
it was ridiculously like a year is a long time.
And also, we've been playing for a long time too, and there's new maps. Like, we lose interest and there's a new map, and we're like, ooh!
Yeah, but maps don't do anything for me. Like, I don't get interested in those.
Oh, Valkyria was amazing.
And I've seen some of the things, and I was like, wow, that's actually looks pretty nice.
Love
But it's
It still is the same game. I mean, there's nothing new. You build your base kind of thing, and then you go out and tame dinosaurs and go exploring kind of thing. So the game doesn't change at all as far as what you do in the game.
I think that's the biggest. It kind of irritates me is just because I've played other. It's like an Ark, unfortunately, is it shows its age for that genre, because everyone like that genre like exploded after Ark. It's like, and so the building is still one of the most annoying things I've ever like encountered in a survival game.
I don't think you've really played since we made a lot of changes on the building, though.
Yeah, it's definitely is better now. The building.
But oh, sorry. But yes,
I've
I
been on-
completely agree.
Yeah,
I've been on Discord when Mai's been cursing the building. It's like
Yes, but Mai was using. She was not using S plus. She was like using regular vanilla Ark, and I was like, "What are
yeah,
you
but
doing?
I played
we
S
have S plus
plus
for a
too, and
reason."
it's still not
And
it's still not
I
as
removed
good.
the collision aspect. I removed the what was it? Whatever. I removed the collision, so you can put stuff anywhere. So I mean, I don't know, it makes it easier. But yeah, you're correct in saying that it's not the greatest building system.
Treasure golem.
I have no idea where he is. Just head this way.
I got him pinned in a corner up here on the top
Alright, I
right.
see him. I'm hitting him. Oh, he's going that way. Got him.
Ooh, I got
something called the stomach.
You got that witch. That witch must not be named.
Whatever it is, it keeps rumbling ominously. Oh, it's one of those
Voldemort,
things, the
is that what
body
you're saying?
parts. Yeah.
You got a pet.
I've become stronger.
Alright, can I get my pet now?
I have skills too. I'm gonna do those.
Guess it wasn't a pet because I got. Oh, was it? Yeah, I have no idea what that was.
That was just a taste.
Got 37 that time.
Bleed, you filth.
Did I go the wrong way?
Yep.
Woo! So exciting. I finally got some shoulders, even if they suck. That's better than nothing.
How satisfying.
Hey, the monkey's here. No, I need to kill more things. I'm on a streak. Ah, dang it. Are we going the wrong way? Yes.
I'm trying to. I couldn't see any place we. We have to go all the way back to the beginning and come back down.
Yeah.
It's like so.
just kill this guy and we get out of here.
Okay, I think my game choices have just changed. Namely, because one, I don't have as much time to game when I'm working now. It's because I work ridiculous. Second, two, I'm old, so if things slow down and it gets late, I fall asleep. It's like, 'cause I've done that quite a bit. It's kind of sad. It's really sad that I've reached that point in my life, but I'll be playing something, it's like, and I'll start like dozing off, and just so bad. Yeah, I'm that old guy that like falls asleep during movies and stuff. Like,
Oh, it's the cow. That's what it is. Yeah, you know, you know why I know. I do that too. When the games are, when I have to read a lot now, it's like, oh, I just, yeah, I'm
I don't know
bored.
what we can do. It's...
yeah, I think we were going the right way.
Okay, we'll have to go around and then down.
Yeah, hey, Mai, we're going back to, or Monkey, we're going back to where we're going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it just, we had to go all the way up there, and I think we have to just keep going up and then to the left and
was
then
the
down.
best of us.
Okay.
He could have been the next immortal king. None have come close to bringing the tribes together since Warask. But Kanai could have been the one to change that with his indomitable spirit. Though as strong as 3 warriors, his true strength lay in his compassion.
Venge.
Please free me from this miserable cage. Wait, you can't be to leave me here. I'm going with you.
That guy is, but okay.
The Elder Sanctum. Let's go. I don't know where I'm going.
Now we're starting to go down.
Raynn left us fighting a purple one, so I felt.
I've become more formidable.
Alright, we found it.
Yay!
It was cleansed.
I got to bring the soap.
Oh, I just killed a dung beetle.
Oh
I'm
no!
so sad.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
So now I gotta go down here and around. Good grief.
Yeah, they're giving us definitely the most weird routes.
That was just a taste.
Yeah, like, come on, Diablo, it's late.
Every
I
crusader
want to be
was
going through a
warrior of
maze.
rest. They had mastered the power of love.
Dominant Massacre, 44 killed.
And of sex.
51.
Each was sworn to
Screw you.
live as a crusader and to die.
55.
200 years ago, they took their apprentices and set out into the eastern swamplands. They were never.
Well, I did the
heard from
41 and now I'm
again.
up to 43 on my current one. Oh, 43.
82.
Yeah, but that was just the one. I got 2 massacres.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, it's got beer.
Oh yeah, let's drink. Makes everything better.
That was just a taste.
That's a strong beer. So do you guys have Church of Chicken over there?
No.
What? I'm not going.
They don't live in the ghetto, monkey.
No Church of Chicken.
What kind of chicken do you have there?
You won't survive that.
The good stuff.
Get the good stuff.
Polo Yoko.
Boy,
That chicken?
that bag is good.
I have no control now. Your fear betrays you.
$167, $170, $170.
167.
Ooh, dang, we're badass. I keep trying to
We're
kill Raynn,
badass.
little moo cow.
Feel my wrath. You won't survive that.
Demon Slayer.
I've become stronger. Darkness awaits you. I feel more powerful.
Ah, my bag's full.
My pack is full.
Mine too. Let's see what I've got that I can drop. Ooh,
I'm going back to town real quick.
got some
So
decent
some
shoulders
steps,
at
come
least.
back.
Take my lead on
I need to go back.
I think I'll stay on around here. The men need me. You never know when the fighting might start again.
Alright,
Is
jump
that
back.
it here?
Yeah, was it this place?
Alrighty. Put all my stuff in my stash.
The world is safe. Go to.
Well, it's a vampire.
Hate having the new thing flashing, that little new symbol flashing about my stuff, so I had to go through all of it, my skills, and make sure the new thing is not flashing.